Is LEGO a company that fosters imaginative and tactile learning among children? Or could LEGO kit designs actually be reducing our creativity? With 650 billion LEGO blocks in the world today and 70 billion blocks sold each year, it's a question worth asking. So let's dive in. LEGOs used to be packaged with no instructions. A kid would pour blocks out of the box and turn them into anything. A village, a robot, a dinosaur, you name it. Only occasionally were very basic instructions added to offer ideas on what could be created with the blocks. But almost accidentally, LEGO found that boxes with even limited instructions sold faster than boxes with no instructions at all. So their product strategy gradually adjusted to this new demand. Today, LEGO kits come with detailed, comprehensive instructions, with pictures of all the pieces, linear steps for what to build when, and exact diagrams of what the product should look like. Whether it's a Harry Potter classroom or there's a Star Wars Superstar Destroyer, LEGO has become an essential part of the toy box, with 7 LEGO sets sold by retailers every second around the world. But here's the problem. The increasing specificity and technicality of LEGO kits, contrary to popular belief, has actually reduced our ability to imagine, invent, and create on a more advanced level. Dr. Derek Cabrera points out that the adults making the LEGO kits are actually the ones flexing their creativity, while kids are simply running through rote instructions and mimicking the picture on the box. Sure, the results look great and make parents proud, but LEGO kits these days teach kids to follow instructions and leave little room for creativity and imagination. Now, let's zoom out for a second. The LEGO example is a good analogy for what's going on in our education system today. Seth Godin says that LEGO isn't the problem, but it's a symptom of something seriously amiss. We're entering a revolution of ideas while producing a generation that wants instructions instead. In today's schools, teachers over-engineer lesson plans and curriculums, while students simply follow instructions and formulas. When we specify exactly what a final assignment should look like, we underestimate kids' ability to think deeply. When we provide prescriptive details for each step of the learning process, we limit kids' agency and creativity. Most importantly, we leave students ill-equipped for the real world. If we want a society of innovators and problem solvers, we need learning experiences designed around creative thinking, not instructions. But as we all know, traditional schools are all about instruction-based learning. This often results in fewer opportunities for kids to practice elastic thinking, less excitement around learning because kids are limited to following instructions, and lower self-esteem as kids start to believe that they need instructions to succeed because their creative instincts aren't good enough. You see, scripted lesson plans and paint-by-the-numbers thinking just doesn't work. We need to return to the original LEGO philosophy to get out of the way and let kids create. Kids are naturals at figuring things out if we let them be. For example, at Synthesis, the education startup where I work, we embrace uncertainty and chaos. We know kids are capable of much more than we think, so we put them in the driver's seat and trust them to design their own maps and simulations. And we certainly don't tell them what the final product will look like, which means we're constantly surprised by the things they come up with on their own. When adults stop over-instructing, kids suddenly start thinking creatively and independently. After all, life doesn't come with an instruction booklet. It's messy and unpredictable. So let's take away the instructions and make room for creativity. If you want to learn more about Synthesis, check out my video that explains this new online learning experience here.